It's hard to imagine this area without coal. It's a huge part of everyone's life, even if you don't want it to be, it is.
There were about 10,000 miners working in that valley every day in the 1950s. My generation sort of came through and the mines were starting to close, and then I think we had other opportunities and moved perhaps into different sort of careers.
Communities always change, industries come and go, and it was foolish of us to think at the end of the '85 strike that it was the end of the world. It was an opportunity for a new beginning.
The government has a responsibility to help communities to adjust to the aftermath. But I think that responsibility is about facilitating. I don't think it's about directing or forcing or imposing. I think it is the role of government is to support and to enable people to come to terms with the changes themselves and to create their own alternative futures.
The Dove Workshop was set up during the miners' strike of 84-85 by a group of women who supported their husbands and thought that they needed to have a place to train so that they could earn some money.
The National Coal Board, when they'd heard that the committee wanted to use the building for educational and cultural reasons, they said, yes, that's fine. So they gave it to the Community Council to run and manage.
We have 24 members of staff. We have a day nursery on site which is registered for 20 children, and a range of courses from return to learn, art classes, craft classes, all the way through to a part-time degree in humanities which is offered by Swansea University.
I think the reason why Dove's been so successful is we're a bottom-up organisation. We respond to the needs of the people in the community. We're not top-down, so we don't impose anything. It all comes from the community, from the grassroots.
There were mines where we are now, and plus there's 2 mines at the top end of the valley. They were employing about 900 men at their peak in the 1930s and 40s, but they closed in 1971. What we really need to do is try to regenerate our community, so some of the people came up with the idea of utilising beautiful scenery and the development of a mountain bike centre. They went to the Welsh office to get funding, and they gave us £500,000 under the Community Regeneration Fund. And we went out and got the support of the village by selling £1 shares in the project, and that raised £2,000. So we went to the Welsh office then and said, well, look, we got this project, and the community is behind it, and that, can you help us out? We can develop all this. But the regeneration of the community itself and the people within that community to see the benefits of what they've got. That is that's the longest and hardest goal that we got to achieve.
I was lucky towards the end of my time in the coal industry. I was managing the briquetting works, and therefore I had a lot of managerial experience. So armed with that knowledge, when I actually had to leave, because the plant closed, I had to look around for other things to do. I'm Stephen Holdroyd. I'm Vattenfall's Senior Development Manager here in South Wales, and I'm the responsible project manager for the Pennycymoedd Wind Energy Project. It's all on Welsh Government land, Welsh Government owned land. We will be the largest wind farm in England and Wales.
If you went around the communities now, we're not pretending that everyone's there going, oh, we really want this wind farm. You know, it's a long-term project. So we've committed to a community fund that's worth about 1.8 million every year for the area. It's there guaranteed for the lifetime of the project. And obviously having 1.8 million every year and knowing it's coming every year for 25 years is a pretty big deal and doesn't come along every day. It's in a great location. It's between a national park, sort of over that way, and obviously in the Avon Valley you've got the mountain bike trails. It's an ideal location to really develop the tourism agenda in the area.
The wind farm will be at the top end of the valley where you can just see the clouds on the skyline there. Between what you can see there's about 5 miles of forest on top of the mountain that they would cover, and they'd be in a horseshoe shape all the way around Glencorrwg. So no matter where you are in Glencorrwg, you'll be able to see the turbines. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, they put in £1.5 or £1.7 million into the communities that would be affected by the wind farm, which we can utilise to spend and regenerate in the area.
So it's a 25-year project. The people who are going to be here in 25 years are the young people. The people that the fund can really benefit and the project actually can really benefit are those younger generations. So it's been really important for us to get them involved for the future of these areas that have had struggles since the decline of mining. What's actually needed to make sure these communities survive and are sustainable for the future. So we've been doing some research, we've been going around to local shops, all sorts of places really, to talk to people about actually what do you need for your future, and can we build a fund that can really deliver on those needs rather than just spending it on sort of the nice things that are nice but won't really create long-term opportunities for these areas.
What you struggle with in Appalachia and we struggle here in South Wales, how do we actually control our own destiny? How can we achieve sustainable economic development for the benefit of local communities?